surprised that Trinidad, Barbados, and even little tiny Grenada, they are now refusing to support U.S. policies in Latin America. I mean, even the Prime Minister of Barbados, who is the head of CARICOM, refused to attend Pompeo's meeting in Jamaica. I mean, what do you make of this?
So PM Motley of Barbados and PM Rowley of Trinidad, they've sided with Ralph Gonsalves, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, with the Prime Minister of Guyana, with a number of other smaller countries like Barbuda and Dominica, in not going to this meeting in Jamaica that Pompeo is having with these other countries that the U.S. has really worked into bringing into its project. And so it's a brave stance by these prime ministers, but it's also one, it fits into the history of struggle in the Caribbean and of leaders there and populations knowing the legacy of colonialism, of U.S. intervention, of militarism, and going along with international law and really promoting the region as a zone of peace. So they are not going along with that U.S. project. Trump met with some of these leaders in Mar-a-Lago back in January, earlier in 2019, and so now they're trying to re-amplify this project against Venezuela, and so we see that happening right now.
And real quickly, while I still have you here, Haiti is obviously another Caribbean country we just simply don't hear enough about. They have a corrupt U.S.-backed dictator. Protests there have been met with extreme violence and repression. You've written a book about Haiti as well. We know that there's extreme poverty and horrible devastation across the island of Haiti. What's the current situation there? Can you give us an update?
So President Jovenel Moïse, the president in Haiti, he's really suffering what we would call a crisis of legitimacy. When he came into office, he had one of the, I believe, the lowest, or not one of the lowest, turnouts in any presidential election in the region and even worldwide. So his base of support is very small, but because he's sided with this project against Venezuela and has recognized Trump's, pick Guaido in Venezuela, because of that, Jovenel Moïse has received the utmost support of the Trump administration to stay in power. A lot of weapons have flowed into the country. There's a lot of ongoing corruption, and he did not hold elections. So the country's parliament is no longer seated in Haiti. So he's running the country through executive order. He's saying he's going to redo the country's constitution on his own, and he's blaming that for the country's problems. But it's really, for anyone that knows the history of Haiti, from going to the coup in 2004 to the U.S. support for dictatorship in the early 1990s, back to the Duvalier dynasty, and how the OAS in the U.S. went in 2011 to manipulate the election so that the country could have Michel Martelly and Neo Duvalier in power. Anyone that knows that history knows the biggest problem Haiti has is the influence of the United States, is the role of foreign intervention in blocking the country's development from happening.
Yeah, certainly a lot more happening in the Caribbean than what people think. They think beaches and vacation, but there's a lot of turmoil happening. Dr. Jeb Sprague, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us. Hope to see you back.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.